On July the 7th, 2005, the United Kingdom was attacked in its capital, London, by terrorists who killed 52 innocent people and injured hundreds more. One of the victims was Italian-born Benedetta Ciaccia, who boarded the Circle Line from Liverpool Street. As her train approached the first stop along her journey, Aldgate, her life was violently and unfairly ended by the bomb blast. Raj Babbra was her former long-term boyfriend and best friend. He explores Benedetta's life story and recounts their relationship from his perspective, from the moment they met to her untimely sudden passing. This powerful and moving true story shows how love and friendship knows no boundaries in time, space, life, or death. So I'm here with Raj Babbra. And Raj, I'd like to know, have you ever made a documentary before?
No, this is the first time I've ever been involved in anything at all like this.
Okay, so you've got no connections or whatever with media or anything, no?
No, my brother, he's in filmmaking, but he's nothing to do with this at all, this production.
Okay, so Raj, how did this come about? Where did it all start, making a documentary?
Because, as myself, I have gone through the whole grieving process and observed the way the world has reacted to 7/7. I wanted to show what it means to actually be on the inside circle of being one of the people who has lost somebody. I wanted to show that each one of these victims had a life just like anybody else, and that they are still missed, and just what the effects has on their own family, their friends, everyone who still loves and misses them every day.
Okay, so talk us through how you went about doing the documentary. Is this some kind of tribute to Benedetta?
Yes, it is a tribute to Benedetta. It initially started off as a tribute, and then it grew into a lot more. I started to realise how this will show what it actually means. And then the more the project evolved, the more I started to realise how much of a difference we can actually make in showing this documentary. Just starting off as a simple project, it started turning into something very big that has already started to affect a lot of people. And what this documentary now actually means is more than just a tribute.
Right, okay, because you actually got on a plane and flew to Italy.
Yes, I did. I flew last week, and actually I think it was more than a week now. I think it was about 10 days ago. Yeah, I flew over to Italy. I had to do a lot of money raising to build the film budget. The whole way this documentary has come about, of raising the film budget, has been a story in itself. But yes, raised enough money and went to Italy with a film crew and filmed over there on location around the city, the places that she visited, and interviewed her family.
Wow. So from someone who's never actually been involved in making a documentary, for a first attempt, you actually got on a plane and shot on location. I'm quite impressed by that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm quite impressed, definitely. So let's talk more now about Benedetta.
Okay.
Yeah. You were in a relationship together for 5 years?
That's correct.
So, yeah. Where did you first meet? Where did you first meet Benedetta?
A cheesy nightclub in the Leicester Square.
Okay, what was your chat-up line?
The chat-up line didn't exist. I just saw her dancing, and I walked over to her, started to dance with her, and we just got talking from there, really. And we got on very well, and I gave my phone number. That's how we met.
And the relationship?
Yeah, it grew from there. Yeah. It just grew from there. From a single dance, it turned into a 5-year long relationship, and another 3 years also as best friends. Yeah.
Good. Tell us about Benedetta. What kind of person was Benedetta?
Oh, it's so hard to explain, but she really was a very gentle soul. She had no maliciousness in her, very genuine person. That doesn't mean that she wasn't a fun, exciting, passionate person. She loved travelling, she loved languages. She was doing so many things at the same time, studying, working, going out, made loads of friends. Anyone she ever met seems to remember her because she has such a bubbly, vibrant personality. Always fun to be about. Loads of jokes all the time. Just the kind of person you'd love to have as your friend.
Throughout your relationship, your personal relationship with Benedetta, do you have any real memorable occasions?
Hundreds of them. I wouldn't know where to start. Just the places we used to go. I've been to Italy so many times now. It's became my second home. I used to travel to Rome with her all the time. Just the fun, the jokes, the name calling, just the being silly kind of thing. It was just
it's a happy relationship.
A happy relationship. Someone very bubbly to be around, and it was just a great time, great fun person. And we went to a lot of places. We did pretty much everything together for 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, and after the relationship ran its course, you were best friends. For a period of time as well.
Yeah. For 3 years, it was a difficult breakup for both of us. We had our own personal reasons, but it was hard. But we did manage to pull out of there, not only as friends, but we became best friends.
So on July the 7th, when did you first hear, or when did you first find out about Benedetta's passing?
I didn't know straight away. Unfortunately, she had changed her number, her mobile number. I did not have the new one. I knew she was off work that week. She had a backache. I was talking to her the day before, and she was saying she's been off work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I didn't expect or suspect her to have gone into work on the Thursday. I was extremely busy during the 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. However, as I hadn't even heard from her by the weekend, I started to worry, and I was starting to think very hard about what was wrong, and I couldn't wait till Monday to call her office to make sure she was okay. However, on the Sunday, I got a phone call from a mutual friend who told me over the phone she was absolutely in tears, saying she's just got a email from one of her colleagues saying that Benedetta was dead. That was extremely hard to take in. I couldn't understand it, but she said that she had died in the bomb blast, and I ran to get a newspaper, and I found a picture of Benedetta in the newspaper, which showed a large photo of her staring back, almost like she was staring back at me, and it said missing. That for me was absolute confusion, because one hand I've got our friend saying she's dead, on the other hand I've got newspapers saying she's missing.
Had you any inkling that, because I remember you saying that you're in regular contact with her, and you hadn't spoken for a few days, you were very busy at work. Had you any inkling, did it even cross your mind that she could have possibly been involved in this catastrophe?
No, because I unfortunately have the same human aspect that happens to other people. So I managed to live Thursday the 7th, Friday the 8th, Saturday the 9th, and most of Sunday the 10th, as it happens to other people. It wasn't until the night time of Sunday the 10th it happened to me.
That must have been absolutely devastating for you to hear that news, especially as it had been completely unexpected, because as you had no idea or no thought of linking or even thinking about anybody being involved in 7/7, and then to hear a friend, a mutual friend, bring you that kind of news, how did you feel?
To describe that feeling, numb. I think one of my first thoughts when she told me she was dead was I'd ring up Benedetta and ask her, "Are you dead?" I couldn't comprehend it. I went to ask her. I mean, that sounds absolutely crazy, but it just shows I could not come to grips with what I'm being told. Once I've seen the photograph of her missing, it gave me a ray of hope. Maybe Donna was wrong, the lady who told me. And then I just went quiet for a very long time. I didn't speak until I started thinking to get in contact with her family in Italy, and I managed to contact her cousin in London, who started updating me with what was happening.